So a week or so ago, notification popped up on Viewranger asking for feedback. So I gave a little bit of feedback through the form, but I thought I'd do a little bit more here because there's a couple of functionality things in the app which just make no sense and drive me crazy, and there's loads of UI stuff which, again, is just so buggy and awful to use. Saying that, I do use it to run all my routes with, and I track myself with it, and I like the fact that I can use different maps and OS and things while I'm using it. So it is good. I still use it. I just want to get some of this, these things off my mind. So stick with me. Now the main thing is about how the tracking works. So I'm going to take you through it and how it drives me crazy. So I'm going to press plus here to start a new track. That's fine. I'm going to click walking by mistake. It's now tracking me as I'm walking, but if you note, it hasn't actually put where I am up on the map. It's literally tracking me right now and isn't showing me. So you have to press this little button down here and it starts tracking me. If I was to walk or run off the edge of the map would stay centered exactly how it is. It doesn't track you, so every time I get my phone out, I either have to hit this button here or I have to hunt around stuff. But 1 second, I didn't want to go for a walk, I wanted to go for a run. So I don't want this to track me. So I'm going to press pause, 1, tap. Yes, I do want to pause, 2 tap. I want to finish it, 3 tap. I want to discard it. There's nowhere there. I have to now zoom up, 5 taps, and then I definitely want to delete it. So it took me 6 taps just to stop tracking. And if I press this and record a track, and I did trail running instead of running and jogging. Oh no, I have to do it again. Pause, yes, finish, up, discard, yes, and then back to where I started again. So it's 6 taps to correct a very little easy mistake that I could make, and I have made. Okay, so now I'm going to do it. I do want to record it this time. I'm going to do this for real. So I'm going to record myself going for a little jog here. Unfortunately, I'm in complete COVID shutdown, so this is not going to be the longest. Is not going to be the longest run. Here we are. I think that's about right. Okay, we can zoom in a little bit there. I press this button to. I press this plus button to zoom, not this plus button to zoom. Remember. Here we go. And so now when I do want to keep it, I'm going to pause it. Pause. Do I want to pause the track? Yes, of course I want to pause the track. I've literally just pressed the pause button. Okay, now I can finish or resume. I don't save and finish. I just press finish. And then here I want to save the track. So again, it's taking me loads of taps just to save this track here. When you stop recording a track, it should say, when you pause it, it just pauses. You don't have to ask permission to pause, just pause. Then there should be a big button at the bottom which says resume, and then big green button, resume, and then there should be a one at a bit higher up which says, quite big, but finish and save, whatever. And then there should be a tiny little one up at the top, not hidden away, visible, just small, not hidden away at the top, which says discard track or discard run, and then you're done. And so you're not doing 5 taps to do something, you're literally doing 2 at most. Okay, so now this is another functionality thing which drives me actually absolutely crazy. Say I've just done a run. This track here, we're looking at this little track here, this is what I've just done. I've run a long way somewhere, it's been tracking my progress. I get there, I want to run home. So I come out of the shops, I want to follow that track home. Okay, this track is an old track, it's still there. This is the new track that I've just done. So I'm going to record the track. Okay, I'm going to do one. I want you to pay attention to what happens here. Did you see that? The most recent track, for some reason, I have no idea why, has just disappeared. It just disappears completely. Okay, so now I'm wondering what happens. We're 10 seconds in. It's been tracking me for 10 seconds. So now I have to go to here. I have to go to tracks. I have to scroll to the top. I have to select this track, and then I have to tap here. Oh no, I don't tap here. I'll come back to that in a second. I then have to scroll down, and then I go view track on map, and eventually it's got this track for me to get home, and it's already been tracking me for 32 33 seconds. If I wanted to pause it to go and do that thing, I can pause it, and then how do I get back to the menu? I want to get back to the menu where all the tracks are. While it's paused, I can't even do that. I have to do all the hunting around in for the menus while the tracking is still going on in the background. That is just terrible. There is no reason to make tracks disappear when you start a new track, when other tracks are still around, and there's no problem with them at all. Right, I'm going to finish that one. Pause, finish, swipe, discard, delete. I might be hammering that home a little bit too much. Okay, so now this is the other big thing which drives me crazy. Right, we're going to go to that's the map. We're going to go to this is my like account and stuff here. So we've got tracks here, routes here. Tracks, routes. Big difference, can you see? Tracks, I can see all the tracks there. They're just laid out in front of me on the map nicely. Routes, it's just a list of names. If you've missed type 1 or whatever, screw it, you have to actually go in and see it come up and go away again. So I'm going to go to routes. I'm going to choose a route, do squirrel. So we've got the route here. What's down here? What's in this big white section? There's literally nothing there, and the options are hidden up here. So these are the options for this route. And now we're going to go to a track. I might as well do this one. We're going to go here. And where are the options for the track? They're there, right? Aren't they? Yeah. No, they're not there. Those aren't the options. On the track, the options are hidden all the way down here. Whereas on the routes, it was all white space with nothing there. On the tracks, it's all the options are down there, which is crazy. So what are these options? Well, show all routes and hide all routes. That's got nothing to do with this route. That's to do with all the routes. So if we go over here, it says tracks. Why isn't there a button here which says show all tracks, hide all tracks under routes, instead of it being here, hide all routes and show all routes down here? Why isn't there a button here under routes which says show all, hide all? And then the other thing that should be under both tracks and routes is, I want to do this route. You should be able to go here and show this route only on map. Hit it, and that route will come up on the map. Because look, if I show all the routes on the map, and I'm trying to pick one out on the map, my map looks like this because I've got lots of routes on there. But say I want to pick one out, right? I just want that one route there. So can I just say show just this route? Nope. I have to do this. Select the route. Can't do it there. Then I have to go to here, then go to routes, then go to hide all routes. So all the other routes have gone, but that one has gone as well. So then I have to go back to that. And even though I selected it on the map, and that's the one I knew I wanted because I knew where it was, now I have to know the name, and I have to go all the way down and pick out that route to show it on the map. So it should be here. Well, it shouldn't be there at all. It should be here. Show this route only on map. And then when you select a route or a track, it shouldn't have hide. Well, should have hide, but it also should be show this route only on map. So it's so easy that you can tap a route out of all the routes on the map, tap one button, and all the rest of the routes disappear except for that one. So I think that's almost all I have to say. Oh yeah, I'll just do this one. I'll just I'll show this route on the map down. Where is it? No, not show all routes, show on map. There. Okay, so here, if I want to hide that route, I have to go to here. Oh, select the route, click on more, and then click on hide. So they want you to share the route more than they want you to hide the route. And then with the track, it is here. So these don't match up with the ones on the route. So it drives me crazy. One more thing while I'm here. This plus button is confusing. We've got two plus buttons on the bottom of the screen. This plus button what it should say, kind of record a track or something, but not plus, because this one, start a route, that just takes you to the route page. So you've got a plus button, so you think you're adding something, and then when you click on route, it just takes you to this page. If I wanted to get to that page, I would just tap there. 1, 2 takes you to the same places. 1, maybe 2. It's crazy. The other ones, I suppose you are adding something. And the plus, the center button isn't obvious. This looks like it's going to rotate the map so it points north, whereas when I touch it on the settings, it brings me to the center of the map. Maybe a recenter button would be better, and a zoom or whatever, I don't know. It's just all over the place. Oh, don't get me started on that. Anyway, there you go. I like the app, I use it every time I do a run. I recommend it to other people, but man, it drives me crazy sometimes. Thanks. Bye.